so this is basically an aggro. This is basically an aggro Jeskai Ascendancy deck. We've got Swiftspears down here too. I was gonna say, well, my concern is, will we have enough threats? We have Curious Obsession in here. We don't have any protection spells for our little creatures though. So I think if we play against other decks where we're racing, we could potentially be okay. But I think if we run into something like Jund or Jeskai Control or Green-Black, things that are gonna have a lot of interaction, we're probably gonna struggle. We have Retraction Helix along with Springleaf Drum and Ascendancy, which I believe allows us to go infinite if we have the appropriate number of creatures. But this is an Ascendancy deck that's more akin to the Ascendancy decks that existed in Standard when this card was Standard legal. Awesome, Nyan. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, the Bant Fog deck was a hoot. Tan sweet. Can you Curious Obsession and Ornithopter? I mean, sure. This is a legal play. Anyone else think Halloween is awful? Don't say that. My children will hear you. My children and most other children love Halloween. All right, cast Lightning Bolt. So this will be fetching Hallowed Fountain. My family and I are going as a parliament for Halloween this year. A parliament of owls. And it's going to be a hoot. Taylor means business, chat. Gotta recycle the shield dollars where you can, right? Listen, not many people can say they've purchased a tax-deductible owl costume, okay? I need to get my mileage out of it while I can. Where I can. Yeah, for those of you that are mouth-breathing heathens in the audience that are uneducated, a group of owls is referred to as a parliament. They're a very elegant class of creatures, okay? Basically you and Mr. Rogers. I think I'm supposed to Manamorphose here, digging for lands. Make red, make blue. I think I have to just hang out on defense here. Visionary. Vision is scary. Start a revolution. Polluting the airwaves. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. 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 Such a disaster. Such a catastrophe. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. 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 Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. This Mutagenic Growth gives us kind of okay blocks if they decide to smash here. That being said, I assume they're just going to activate this Clan Caller and run us over. Because, like, they just, like, activate this Clan Caller. And then next turn they attack us with a bunch of 3/3s and we die. I know some of the lyrics. We're trying to keep the streams PG friendly, chat. I did see that Hallie won the Classic with Rainbow Lich. Target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. That's probably really good against the mono green deck. Brute Force, probably less good. Distortion Strike's probably really good. These are the types of cards I need to allow me to get through. Create Session's probably pretty bad, actually. Can we get a Jeff Christmas album? Watch Allie go 0-6 in games the night before. That's great. Playing Magic in paper is much easier than playing digitally, especially for me as someone who streams, because like when the best way I can describe playing in paper versus playing online for me especially is like it's very quiet. Just like because like I not only do I have like the big screen in front of me with chat on it, but I've got like OBS up over here and I've got social media and like making sure that my Twitch stream is staying connected over here in my dashboard, and just a lot going on when I play online. So like when I'm playing in paper and there's not like 1,000 other things going on in the background, it's just like, oh, I can be very focused. Is there a way for you to get conversion rate on gifted subs to who resubs? I need to send, I made a note to do that and I didn't do it over the weekend, so I was just so busy. I need to send my my partner contact a mail and find out if that's a statistic I can have access to. Because I should find that out. Because I only get 70% of the money when people gift subs, so if people aren't re-upping those, it's better for me if people donate bits or donate directly instead. But I need to find that out. Because if there's a certain percentage of them that re-up after they're gifted a sub, then it's like awesome for sub gifts. Then that turns into more revenue long term. You're like Goku training with 2x guard. Yeah, it's like when you swing the baseball bat with the weight on it, right? And just like it becomes very light without it. I mean, yep. There's a good chance, and by good chance I mean almost certainly, this deck just like doesn't have enough lands in it for not having cantrips. Like trying to curve to 3 with 18 lands seems ambitious. I guess Defiant Strike and Manamorphose is okay. Is my last name an anagram of hooligan? What is what does anagram mean? Anagram is when you rearrange the letters. That can't be right? Ooh, a second land. Yeah, it is the normal amount to re-up. They did a promotion for 1 month, but in general it is the normal amount. Manually tapping lands is such a tilt. Can I just like drag this into play? Why can't I drag it into play? I want to drag it into play. Oh man, I am like sad. Nissa Vital Force is very good. Card's great, Pythrion. The auto tapper, it gets you in a certain mindset, chat. I think it's optimal to choose blue-red with this. Let's look at our lands. Yeah, blue. I definitely want to make blue because I have a bunch of Sacred Foundries that don't make blue but make red and white. So I think I'm going to make blue-red with this. Maybe I make blue-white because I have Defiant Strikes I could draw. Yeah, I'm going to make blue-white actually because I have Defiant Strikes I could draw. I have equal number of red and white sources in my deck, so not what we were looking for, but it'll do. I think I'm supposed to hold this Mutagenic Growth. If I hit the land, it can trigger Ascendancy next turn. I also could save it from powering up my creatures on a turn where they're blocking. Back in my day, we didn't have an auto tapper. You tapped your lands manually and you liked it. Yeah, I think so, commonplace. And like, again, just like one of the huge upsides is being able to play on the ladder on Arena. Like, I could adjust and like add lands, but we can't here. We're locked into the league. With Arena being out, do you think tournaments or events will ever be strictly online? I think if Magic wants to move towards the future of having more people play their game, then eventually we will have tournaments mostly online. It solves a lot of the issues games like this can have with cheating and stuff like that. And they're just a better viewer experience. Like watching a tournament from on a digital, like, while paper Magic is okay to watch, it's harder to follow, especially with tools like the Deckmaster extension, which, speaking of, the Arena things that they did at TwitchCon over the weekend, I can't believe they didn't use the Deckmaster extension with those. Seemed like a huge miss on their part. No, I don't think that is fair. I think making feature matches special and different from the rest of the matches is unfair to the people playing the feature matches. To be fair, I don't think the paper Magic is different. Poker, so I don't think the poker tournaments translates the same way because of the accessibility of what poker is at a game in relation to Magic. It's much easier to translate what's going on in a game of poker than it is to translate what's going on in a game of Magic. Poker is a more accessible game. I don't think that's strictly so. Deck WOD, and this is something that people just like aren't familiar with because Standard has been so bad for so long. In a previous lifetime where we had consistently good Standard formats in Magic, it was not unusual for Standard rotation to make Modern and Legacy prices drop on Magic Online. And the reason for that was when Standard rotated or got a new set, people would be excited to play Standard, so they'd sell Modern cards and Legacy cards so they could play Standard on Magic Online without putting more money into Moto. So I don't think the current price drop we're experiencing on Magic Online with Eternal formats is strictly Magic Arena to blame. That is only in the best of one queues. The best of one queues on Magic Arena reduce the variance of your opening hand by a small amount. The Jund deck went 4-1. It had a bunch of Dark Confidants in them, and they were very bad. You know, when we were talking about the land count, I forgot we had 4 copies of Springleaf Drum in this deck. The land count's probably fine with 4 copies of Springleaf Drum. Are they dead? They didn't block. Are they dead? I think they're dead, right? Just like didn't block for some reason. 11U. All right. Okay. I feel like we kind of stole that. What's going on, Dwight? Yeah, Mondays and Wednesdays are still spreadsheet days, Dwight. Mondays and Wednesdays are still spreadsheets here. Tuesday, Wednesday night, and Fridays are Magic Arena, and any other bonus streams I fit in. Bonus streams will likely mostly be Arena still, so I'm really enjoying that. And I need to find a standard deck. We're probably going to start fitting in some extra standard streams where I'm playing decks not on the donation queue, because I need to find a deck to play at Milwaukee. Arena is the Magic video game I've always wanted. It's very well done. All right, somebody clip this, because I'm going to ask this a lot. Blue-Red Wizards top 8 of the Open in Charlotte. My thoughts on the changes. I really don't like any of these changes in the nicest way possible. I don't think Mana Leak's very good in Modern in general right now. They cut a land without cutting a colorless land, which I think is absurd and greedy. They added more 3-mana spells. They added Young Pyromancer without adding more cantrips to the deck. So I'm really just not a fan of what they did with the archetype. I think playing the 3-drops as opposed to the Soulscar Mage is fine, but you definitely don't cut a land to do that and then play more 3-mana spells. All right. If anybody clipped that, link it to me so I can post it there. All right, changes. Perfect. Perfect. Play Hardened Scales at Milwaukee. Milwaukee's a standard open. I am not traveling to play a modern event. Or it's a standard Grand Prix. Okay, explain why I'm not bringing in paths. Because I don't really care about their individual lords. I need to just, like, beat through their stuff. Did I play Paper this weekend? I did not. I streamed for like 15, 20 hours over the weekend, and it was great. My next Paper tournament is the Grand Prix in Milwaukee next month, and then the Invitational in December. Yeah, if Pyromancer was a wizard, I'd build a deck with 4 of them. Wondering if Thoughtseize Cut is a concession to beat combo. Well, I mean, Stain the Mind's actually better than Thoughtseize against a lot of combo decks, Tandem Tuba. There's a full primer linked on the website. My article last week on Cool Stuff Inc. was an elf primer. Weird that they would play their land before they draw a card with Elvish Visionary. Seems like a small sequencing mistake there on their part. Our hand is very good here. Yeah, we usually have pretty good viewer numbers on Mondays. A lot of the other spreadsheet streamers are off on Mondays. Moto is very slow in terms of the gameplay. This standard format is the best format of Magic I've played in a long time, maybe ever. It's very, very good. My article this week on Cool Stuff Inc. is going to be breaking down the results of the Grand Prix and talking about why Black Green actually had a really bad weekend. No, best Magic format. I don't know about Limited. I don't play Limited. Oh gosh, that's... So do I play Mentor this turn then? I definitely just play Mentor this turn then, right? Blue-Black Pirates is probably my favorite deck that I've played a few times, although we played a Blue-Black Karn Tezzeret deck, a Blue-Black Artifact deck over the weekend that was really sweet that I kind of want to play some more of. If you asked me to pick right now, I would say Pirates, but the Blue-Black Artifacts deck was kind of great. Man, manually tapping lands. It's Del Command, Dows. Del Command. Yeah, this current standard format is what's going on at SCGCon. The next Magic set doesn't release until January. So both Milwaukee and SCGCon will be this current standard format. I don't believe anybody's put... No one has put the Tezzeret Karn deck back in the queue currently. Yeah, the blue-black build felt more trimmed to the blue-red one. The blue-red one just had too many individually weak cards. Yeah, camera makes people look shorter than they are a lot of the time. Like I'm a solid 6 foot. That's great, Dwight. Man, if we draw Mutagenic Growth next turn. They are in love with the Coco, chat. You can find the blue-black deck on my YouTube channel as well as my website. Videos, click standard at the top. So I just have to not die here, right? So I don't have enough mana to do it this turn, though. Marshall, Sutcliffe, and William Jensen are giant. I'm 5'11" and had to crane my neck to look at them. I'd believe it. I've never met Marshall in person, but Jensen played a couple of SCG events back in the day when I was playing them still. He's a tall gentleman. So I think I just play the Springleaf Drum and pass here. I might need to burn the Retraction Helix to not die next turn, but if I don't have to burn the Retraction Helix to not die, I get to go infinite in the most silly of ways next turn. I basically just need to, like, untap with Monastery Mentor. I need Mentor plus 1 creature. No, just Mentor will do. No, Mentor plus 1 creature. It's a Court of Calling. Looks like a Court of Calling. So I could Ascendancy with the token. I could Ascendancy with any of my creatures, but the Retraction Helix gives me a little bit more insurance leaving this up. Is that going to kill me? So if I bounce this, am I still dead? If I bounce this, they would cast it and kill me anyways. Yeah, we're dead. It's unfortunate. Now, even if I bounce Arc Druid, they still just like overrun off of these and kill me. Just got out-lineared there a little bit, which I think is probably to be expected. Our average, like, aggro draw, and especially the combo draw, is much, much slower than a lot of the other linear decks in Modern put together. Slow and steady. Onward, upward, backward, forward. I'd love to play first. Thank you for asking. Seems pretty good. I think I actually want to lead on Hoplite here. So that way when the Curious Obsession goes on this, it'll be slightly larger. Any reasons to run things like Temur Battle Rage or Insult to Injury? I don't know. So, if you're not familiar with how this stream works, most of the decks that we play on this stream are viewer-submitted deck lists. So, somebody sent in this deck list card for card, and we're kind of playing what they sent in. We play, you know, somewhere between 2 and 5 matches with it. Then afterwards, we talk about things that felt good, things that didn't good, and possible ideas for suggestions. Karn, Tez, deck back in the queue. Thank you, J-Robe, for the biddies. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. That one will probably get bumped up by Dealer's Choice bits too. Man, I was watching someone stream last night while I was writing my article, and they like sneezed into the microphone twice, and I was just like, it's really not that hard to mute. It's just really annoying. Merch is not live. Merch will be live on November 1st. So just a couple more days. It's Dredge. All right. Hey, Forgotten Glory with the $20 tip. Thank you for that. For UB Carntez, thank you. Get my last Jack Ryan bits towards the Tez deck. We'll do Warblazer. Thanks for the support, folks. We'll get back to that one very soon. That one was sweet. So maybe I'm supposed to do that first. I wasn't sure if I was gonna play this. I guess if it's at 4 defense, it's probably fine. Yeah, I missed a point there. It's a good one for later. I might not even need that, honestly. Cast an instant sorcery spell that targets Beam Splitter. Huh, that's kind of cute. Honestly, I wonder what merch are we bringing to the great citizens of Hoagland. So in addition to the playmat that we have now, we're going to be adding t-shirts, coffee cups, tokens, stickers, and pins that will all feature the Hoaglandia adjuster. How close are we to shaving? We're not particularly close. We have 55 people that have picked up the Harry's Razor stuff. I'm going to talk to my rep today and find out. I bet they'll extend because we've had 55 people check it out. Usually when I have numbers that good, sponsors extend for another month. They ship to the UK. Are they for sure to the UK? I'm not sure if they ship to other parts of the EU. They're definitely US, Canada, and EU. Or UK, sorry. Yep. That's rough. Yeah, like, I personally would avoid eating on stream altogether, except, like, you know, I'm live for 6, 8, 10 hours sometimes. Like, I can't not eat for that long because I'm a fat American. Yeah, it really is a big difference, Socio. So I missed 1 point of damage. I wonder if that's, it feels like that 1 point of damage is gonna be relevant. So how close am I to killing them this turn? So this is +3. So it goes, so this will make this a 6, or sorry, so this is plus, so I have 4 points of damage in play. This is +3, this is +5, so that's 4, 8, 13, 14. I am actually 1 point of damage short, right? This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, I'm two off. Just got back from the meeting and saw someone beat me to this. Add this to Blue Black Carntez. Thank you, Drowning Car Live. I appreciate the support, folks. It is just US, UK, Canada. Okay, good. I knew it then. I was informed. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put Obsession on here and draw some cards. Do I want to hit with the Swiftspear here too? Probably not. I think I actually want to hold the Swiftspear back to block. Yeah, we usually have about 1,000 on Mondays, especially. Mondays especially have a good amount of people that show up. The A+ emote was such a good ad. Just one of the simple emotes that are functional in so many different situations are good additions. It's a decent hit. Hey, Melon Scrambler, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Maybe I'm supposed to not play this and just shock this in. Creeping Chill makes the race a lot more awkward here. If we don't die this turn, we're in a very good spot. Grishel Brand, thank you, Chimmy. That's a second Creeping Chill. Woo! Modern. We're not dead on board. I'm gonna take a draw step. You can't play this format if you're gonna get mad when draws like this happen. This format is basically a bunch of people trying to generate draws like this. Like, this is modern. It's okay. That's not a complaint. That's just like a statement of fact. Yeah, if we draw Retraction Helix, we actually infinite combo them next turn. It doesn't even really make Dredge that good. Their draw this game was good even without the Retraction Helix, or even without the Creeping Chill, sorry. Mutagenic Growth. Okay, so I do this. Like, people have often commented on, like, the amount of games I concede on stream. The reason why I concede so many games on stream is because there's a lot of games in Modern where just, like, you're like, okay, I'm dead. And, like, that's just how it goes. It's just part of playing the format. We didn't kill them on our turn 4, they killed us on their turn 4, you know? Just like how the cookie crumbles. We can loot 2 Distortion Strike. No, I only had 1 card left in my hand, Scholar, so if I cast the card, I don't have any cards in my hand to draw 2. We could have drawn 2 more times with Favored Hoplite. No, they could block it. They just, like, block with Dark Amoeba. How did I have infinite loots? What am I missing? What, I didn't have anything to bounce. How do I bounce Springleaf Drum? Oh yeah, that's how Retraction Helix put him last game. We bounce Springleaf and loot. Back and forth and make a bunch of things. This probably isn't a Curious Obsession matchup, huh? This card's probably too slow and fair. I don't know, maybe it's better than Path. Definitely want the rips. Yeah, Wear Tear for Shriekhorn is too narrow. I don't think I can mulligan a functional. I don't think I can mulligan a functional 6 like this. Like, we only have 2 rest in pieces, so mulliganing to them isn't particularly feasible. I almost feel like in decks like this that are gonna have a tough time against these combo decks, you should almost like not split the difference on Rest in Peace and Stony Silence. You should just like pick, do you want to beat artifact decks or do you want to beat graveyard decks? And then like play 4 of the card that does that. Just like play all rips or play all stonies and then take your lumps when you play against the other one, rather than like splitting the difference and waffling in the middle. No, turn 1 plays good for us. They didn't mulligan, so I assume they're gonna have a Cathartic Reunion here. No, you can Surgical Creeping Chill. Creeping Chill's a trigger when it goes to the graveyard, and then it only damages you when it's exiled. So if it's exiled by Surgical Extraction first, it doesn't hurt you. Yeah, looks like Cathartic Reunion. Now, I think I'd rather hold the Manamorphose for situations like powering up my Tailor here. Don't mind me, just drawing some cards. What a tilt. Alright. This puts them to 10. Yeah! Hate cards. They actually don't have a Faithless Looting there in here, which is profitable for us. That bodes well. So another Cathartic Reunion. See how many Creeping Chills flip over. Oh, my body's very ready to die with this Rest in Peace in hand. Hey, Zuko, thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate that. Thanks for the tip. Good morning, afternoon. I honestly wonder what people were thinking watching the Amulet Titan mirror. Put this towards standard Blue-Red Wizards. Will do. Thank you for the support. There's like up to 16 now, so I could just like never race them in a million years. It's a wonderful, wonderful league of getting moderned. While we're waiting for the next match in this league to pop, I would just like to thank everyone for hanging out here today. Welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the people that keep me here day in and day out making the modern and standard constructed content that I do. We do pretty much all construct on this channel. We play modern on Magic Online and we play standard on Magic Arena. Past subscribing, you can also support my stuff by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. Harry's Razors would like to help you get the nice, close, clean shave using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/HoogleShave or harrys.com. You can save $5 on your new trial kit with them. That trial kit is as little as $3 with shipping, so definitely be sure to check them out for great products at a good price. Hey, Waffle Soup, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month with that. Cardshare.com would love to help you turn your cards into other cards directed to the players. There's no haggling and they just take a 1% fee off the top. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork that they have on their website. And of course, we'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. Thanks for stopping by our little slice of the internet here today. Remember, if you are enjoying yourself, make sure you hit that follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything. It lets you know when I go live and with what. Waiting on our next match to pop in this league. It's deck's been a little bit rough. Feels like its game plan is just a little bit too slow for like compared to what the other good decks are doing in Modern. Feels like bad Bogles. It has some parallels to Bogles for sure. Jeskai Ascendancy's also been consistently very awkward in our 18 land deck. He says as he mulligans back-to-back hands, not having enough lands to be functional. Well, I mean, that's castable. Just because I play degenerate decks doesn't mean I have to look like I do. I might use that in the shill next time around. I might use that in the shill next time around. That's a good clean quote, Stinger. Quality endorsement. Opponent might possibly be playing the better Springleaf Drum deck. Will Geoff make an appearance on Wednesday? No. The Pirates deck is really sweet. There's a lot of sweet things you can be doing in the standard format. It's like I got a lot of good clean living, basically. We're basically playing the same deck. It's like when everybody says every deck with Ensnaring Bridge is the same deck, they're all Lantern Control. Basically every deck with Springleaf Drum is the same deck, right? I agree, Diva. I think actual factual affinity is very good. Affinity, and this is the problem with actual factual affinity and Dredge too. Decks like Affinity and Dredge feel bad to play emotionally because they're not decks that lose to your opponent. They're decks that lose to your opponent's sideboards. You don't choose what you beat with a deck like Dredge or Affinity. Your opponents choose if they want to beat you. And for a lot of people, that doesn't feel good. And I agree with them, it doesn't feel good. In fact, it's part of the reason why I don't play Dredge. But that's why these decks are what they are. They're very powerful. Oh no, they've Gav blasted my Crusader, chat. Oh, I could have saved him with Retraction Helix, couldn't I? YOLO. Basic. We're very dead here. I'm gonna get some sideboard cards in my deck and probably die one more time here. Arena's sweet. Arena is like Dominguez summed it up really well in his quote in the GP coverage from over the weekend. Arena is like you're getting to play Magic, but you're also getting to play a video game at the same time. And both Magic and a video games are sweet. So two flavors that taste good mixed together is quite wonderful. Mutagenic Growth probably isn't very useful here. Yeah, no problem, Scholar. Thanks for the support. I'm gonna trim these Retraction Helixes. I think trying to actually combo is probably just too slow. How's it going? I'm swell. Life is good. The kids are homesick today. But Christy took off, so she's hanging out with them upstairs. Yeah, so Retraction Helix, Springleaf Drum, and Jeskai Ascendancy lets you generate infinite things. I'm done. Stony means we can't combo kill. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play Elves at the Invitational. Elves is like a less known deck than Amulet Titan to a degree, and it's just easier to play. How are my arena numbers compared to my Mono numbers? On average, I have 50 to 100% more viewers while streaming Arena. I actually hit a new peak concurrent viewer count the other night when we were streaming Arena. We had like 2,300 people on Saturday night. Yeah, this deck's just too slow and clunky and just like doesn't have cantrips to make itself consistent and has a low lane count, which means it just stumbles and dies a lot. Just Kind of awkwards all around.